Hey, what's up guys? So we're going to be doing a deck profile on my Inzektor tour guide variant. So yeah, anyways, I got first place on my locals, and so I like to share with you guys how I update my decks. And so I think this is actually the last time I'm going to be playing Inzektors for quite some time, because now that I have tour guides, I probably want to play something else. Anyways, I got a pack for winning, and so let's go ahead and open that, and then we'll do the deck profile. And so maybe we'll get another tour guide in here. I hope so. Alright, so we got Level Eater, Card Trooper, Fissure, and Treeborn Frog, and Liberty at last. So, yeah, actually, Treeborn Frog. Actually, I wanted to play something with Card Trooper, so there we go. I pulled Card Trooper. It's a sign I should play something with Card Trooper, because I was playing against Chaos Dragons, and that deck is so good. And I just like Card Trooper. I think it's a good card. I wish I got the Star Foil, but anyways, I think I will be playing something with Card Trooper, just because I think Call of the Hunt is at 3. Card Trooper's a pretty decent card too. Anyways, let's get started with the deck profile. So let's start off with the non-Inzektors. So we got a triple tour guide. Otherwise, it wouldn't be like the tour guide Inzektors. And then Sangan, and then what happened once? Someone prohibitioned, which was interesting, because I was like, I never thought prohibition was a good card. I'm like, I'll just play around it, and I guess if they call Hornet, it hurts a little bit. But when I had my Sangan search out and he had prohibition out, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna add another tour guide. I'm not gonna add my Hornet now. But yeah, prohibition. I mean, I don't know. I think Inzektors can be sided against a little bit more harsh than other decks, because Macrocosmos hurts. Anyways, yeah. So we got the tour guide engine, and then 2 Tragodia, 1 Gorz, and 1 Darker. So that's it for the non-Inzektors. These are kind of like the staples for Asianized White Dragon anyways. Also with the 3 duality. Then we're playing, for the Inzektors, playing 1 Hopper, 1 Gigamantis. I actually wish I played 2 Hopper sometimes, because then I can exceed and make Maestro the Symphony of Djinn, and I like that card a lot. Then the rest is just 3 Hornet, 3 Sentinel, and 3 Dragonfly. And I actually did run some other stuff in the deck, which I'll get to later on. And I wish I did play more Gigamantis, but again, I just don't have room. Next up for the spells, we're playing Reborn. Still playing the Triple Forbidden Land, still loving it. I like that card a lot, just because I was playing against Dark Worlds, and I had D-Fissure out, and a Dragonfly. No, D-Fissure and a Hopper out. Hopper actually won me. I did a Hopper beatdown once. So, they summoned, was it Snow? They just wanted to point for point, because they didn't have the opportunity to really do anything. And there's another time where they summoned Brow, and they're like, oh, I have the field spell, get the boost. And I'm just like, oh, I'll lance you. And yeah, so it was like a Hopper beatdown. I didn't have Hornet, and I had D-Fissure out, so they couldn't really do anything either. So Lance just kind of helped out. But most of the time, usually Lance is to save from torrential tributes. And you go so plus when they have whatever monster they have, and they're like, oh, I have to torrential, and I have to go essentially minus. Because if you think about it, if they have 1 monster plus torrential tribute, and you summon Dragonfly, and they go torrential, that's essentially a -1 for them. But then if you go Lance, you can just minus them so much more, because you can plop everything, and then on top of that, they lose their monster. And yeah, it's really unfair. Anyways, next up with the spells, continuing, we got Dark Hole, Heavy, Allure, 3 Duality, 1 Foolish. I really don't like to run Foolish, but you have to. You need to get that Hornet. And I might actually start running Ladybug if I do end up continuing playing Inzektors, and then 3 Swords, which I actually kind of want to go away from the OTK variant, because I mean, if you get your playoff with the Dragonfly anyways, how have you not set up such a good advantage to where you basically can win anyways? But yeah, I did OTK twice, so it was kind of good. But the reason why I like Swords so much, not only for the OTK factor, but the fact that you can add the Inzektor card again. It just helps out a lot. And as far as my traps and playing Mirror Force, 2 Torrential Tributes, Malevolent Catastrophe, because I didn't want to play MSCs, because I feel like I have the Lances, I have answers to your stuff anyways, and I don't like to blind Space Typhoon. But Space is okay sometimes, and the reason why I like Catastrophe is it's really good, because you can get if you destroy your own Gigamantis that's equipped, say you have for example Dragonfly and Gigamantis, and this is your last Dragonfly. Keep that in mind, because once you go through your Dragonflies, there's nothing to add Dragonfly back other than Sword. So if you don't have options to really add it back, Gigamantis allows you to basically get it back. Because what happens let's say they summon Neos Alias, and they attack. Well, they wouldn't attack that. Anyways, they'll have a bigger monster out. They'll have let's say Light Pulsar or something, and they attack your Dragonfly. and you're 24 now, you can just chain Catastrophe. You can get rid of their whole backfield, and then you can just, as long as they don't have another monster they can attack, like let's say like another dragon, you just get back like Dragonfly, and then from there on you have like no back row from your opponent. Like you've cleared your opponent's back row, plus you've already got your Dragonfly out. It really does help out a lot. So if you want to attack something that's actually pretty decent, I'd say test this card out, because it's not bad, and it's mostly because I don't really like Space Typhoon. Especially when people like to set like multiple cards. And on top of that, like if I have like Sangan in the graveyard, I can go set Call, set Catastrophe, and then like they'll like, oh, he's setting cards, let me set like 4 now, and they're not worried about heavy. And then I'm like, oh, it's called just Catastrophe, Sangan. It makes them go minus. Continuing on with the traps, the last 2 traps, 2 bottomless. There's no warning. Yeah, Dark Worlds are really popular, as well as Chaos Dragons. And also Lightsworn at my locals. Bottomless puts in work against Dark World, I would say. That definitely won me the game, because as soon as they summon a monster, no, you can't Trance Archfiend. And, well, they can't priority, and on top of that, it's not a cost. If it was a cost, Dark Worlds wouldn't get their effect, so pretty good stuff. So, yeah, that's been my deck profile as far as Inzektors. I actually wanted to play some variant of Chaos there, although I was too busy playing Diablo, and I was like, oh, I don't have time to make my deck now, so I just grabbed my Inzektors. And apparently Malevolent Catastrophe was in there. It was supposed to be sided, and then I noticed it was in the main deck. I'm like, well, whatever. It's in my main deck now. I guess I'll have to play with it. And it worked. It worked. Just to cycle out a Dragonfly, it worked pretty well. So yeah, that was the deck profile for Tour Guide Inzektors. If there's any way you guys think I can make this better, I think I want to take out these for sure, though. Like, I want to take out that, and possibly Foolish. Maybe I'll make Lightsworn Inzektors. That sounds like fun. Just because Lightsworn makes everything faster, and I have Tour Guides now. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.